All right, today we're diving deep into a new property that's getting a lot of buzz, especially for those thinking about their next big move, the Sen Condominium. Is it the perfect home upgrade? Let's find out.
So let's just get right to it. What are you really looking for in a home upgrade? I mean, it's a huge question, right? Is it about getting more space? Finding a better location with good schools? Or is it about the kind of lifestyle you want to live every single day? It's a massive decision, so let's see how the Sen tries to answer these questions for you.
Because this is such a personal journey, getting advice that's tailored just for you is so important. As we go through all the cool features of the Sen, it might be a good idea to think about how a professional realtor, like Pauline Rain, could help you figure out if this really fits your family's needs. Her number's right there on the screen.
First things first, and it's probably the most important thing for any home. Location, location, location. The big idea behind the Sen is this really interesting mix, trying to give you that peaceful, green vibe while keeping you plugged into the city.
And here's exactly what that looks like. It's really the best of both worlds. On one side, you've got these amazing green spaces like Bukit Tumon Nature Reserve and Bukit Batok Nature Park practically in your backyard. But then, when you need it, the CBD and the buzz of Orchard Road are still super easy to get to. It's that sweet spot between calm and convenience that's so hard to find.
So, how do they actually pull this off? Well, it all comes down to connectivity. You're just minutes away from the Beauty World MRT, which puts you on the downtown line. That's a straight shot into the city center. And if you're driving, you've got easy access to both the PIE and the BKE. So you can go from your quiet morning walk to a downtown meeting without any hassle.
Okay, so the location is great, but what's it actually like to live there? The whole concept for the Sen is that it shouldn't just be a place you sleep. It's designed to be your very own everyday resort.
And look, that's not just some fancy marketing term. The entire property is built around this idea of giving you resort-style facilities. They really want you to feel like you're on a mini vacation every single day. So what does that actually mean for you?
Well, for starters, if you like to stay active and socialize, you're covered. There's a 50-meter lap pool for serious swims and an infinity pool for when you just want to chill. You've got a state-of-the-art gym, a yoga deck, and for weekends, there are barbecue pavilions and sky decks perfect for hanging out with friends. Oh, and for the kids? Yep, they have their own play zones too.
But it's not all about being on the go. The other side of that resort lifestyle is all about unwinding. And let's be real, getting work done. So you'll find these beautiful landscaped gardens, meditation pavilions, and even a hammock garden for those quiet moments. And this is a big one. They've included co-working spaces and pods, which is perfect for anyone working from home. Now, this whole resort feeling doesn't stop at your front door. Inside the apartments, the main goal is to create a feeling of spaciousness and calm. They do this with open layouts and huge windows to let in tons of natural light. The idea is to make your home feel like your own private, peaceful retreat.
And of course, this is a modern resort. The units are all kitted out with integrated smart home systems. What does that mean? It means you can control things like your lights and aircon right from your phone. You can manage everything through an app. It's all about making your daily life just that little bit easier. With so many different amenities, you really start to imagine how you'd use them, don't you? This is probably a good point to think about how all these features could fit into your life. And that's exactly where a chat with an expert, like professional realtor Pauline Rain, can really help you connect the dots between a feature list and your actual lifestyle.
Okay, let's shift gears and talk about the long game. Because a home isn't just for today, right? It's a huge investment in your family's future and your financial well-being. So how does the Centurion stack up when we look ahead?
For any family that's upgrading, this is a big one, schools. And the location here is a major plus. It's close to some really well-regarded schools like Bukit Timon Primary, Pei Hua Presbyterian, and Methodist Girls' School. That's a huge weight off your shoulders when you're thinking about your kids' education down the road.
Now let's look at this as a financial investment. The key thing to know is that the Sen is in the Beauty World area, which is part of the URA's big master plan for rejuvenation. Whenever the government has a plan like this for an area, with new transport links and community upgrades, it's usually a very strong sign for future growth in property value. So we've talked location, lifestyle, and the future. Let's just zoom out for a second and put all the key facts and figures in one place to get the full picture.
Okay, here are the nuts and bolts. The developer is Sustained Land. They have a really solid reputation. The size, around 350 units, is a nice middle ground. Big enough for a real community feel, but not so massive you feel lost. And the completion date is set for 2029, which gives you a clear timeline to plan everything out.
And that brings us right back to where we started. Is this the right home upgrade for you and your family? We've covered the what, where, and why.
But the final decision is always so personal. If you're serious about finding out if this vision matches your reality, the best next step is to have a detailed chat with a professional, like Pauline Rain, who can walk you through it all.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. When you combine this amazing access to nature with city convenience, and then you add in resort-style living with built-in spaces for remote work, is the Sin setting a whole new standard for what work-life balance can actually look like in Singapore? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this explainer.